Are we going? Yep, 4 seconds in. I was just going through the Facebook group, checking on things. You know, I started this channel, gosh, I don't know how many years ago. Started this channel and the Facebook group, and used to spend way too much time moderating and doing everything it takes to keep the people out that are just there to ruin it. And anyway, I just thought I'd pop in and do a little update. I'm having a blast going through the Facebook group, just looking at all the questions. It used to annoy me. I'm going to sound like a grouch, but whatever. It used to annoy me that I would see the same questions over and over and over, because I've answered all these. I've answered all these questions that are getting posted, and all people have to do is a little search in the search bar to find these answers. But instead, they post the question, and I've just come to finally accept that people aren't going to take the time to search out the answer. They're just going to do the easy out, which is post the question and wait for people to answer them. First question by someone named Carbajal. I'm new to the group. I start school in January. I want some feedback on school. How about reading the 250 plus posts that I've written, or 200 plus videos I've done on the YouTube channel? I don't know. I told you I was going to sound like a grouch. It kills me. I used to spend so much time answering all these questions with links to my articles that answer all these questions. Yeah, I thought, because when I was getting in back in, 2003, you couldn't find answers to these kinds of questions. So that's why I created the blog and the YouTube channel and eventually the Facebook group, so that people could have all these answers. And I guess in my mind, I just pictured people sitting down and doing the research, right, and reading through everything and having these aha moments and figuring it out. But for the most part, they just post a question here and wait for people to answer them. But here's somebody that had their grid removed out of their table, and they're trying to figure out what to do. Let's see. I'm currently a medical assistant about to enter into a RAD program. However, after being in the medical field for 4 years in 3 different states, it seems that there's always an overwhelming amount of workload for RNs, LPNs, and CNAs. My question is the radiography the same way? Absolutely. All healthcare is that way. Everybody's overworked in healthcare. And people aren't replaced when they quit. And if they are, it's 1 for every 5 people that quit. It's a horrible ratio. Yeah, so good luck with that, Chris Glass. I opened up this anonymous participant, a year ago or so on the Facebook group, so that people could ask questions maybe about specific locations or whatever and get more honest answers. Or not get themselves in trouble for asking. Here's somebody that says, a bachelor's degree in medical imaging. Which one do you recommend? Mercy College of Ohio, Pima Medical, ECPI. I like that kind of stuff. There's somebody doing their research. There's somebody that's asking, putting up a poll and asking for feedback. That's great. I should point out that what's really impressive about this group, we're over 10,000 members now. Let me find a post that's been on here. So this show, in one day, Melanie Gordon asked about the grid was removed out of the table and what can I do? 46 comments on this post from the members of this group, reaching out a hand and helping this person out. That's what I built the group for. I built it so that people who had questions could get answers from people in the field, and not from some website that's only there to get advertising revenue based on how many people they can get to look at it. But shout out to Glenn Skinner and a handful of people that are Ann Raybon, people that are helping me moderate this group. It was just too much. 50 plus people a day wanting to sign up and keeping out all the recruiters. The recruiters were just spamming the crap out of it. You can't get in now unless you pay a whopping $15 a month to advertise. You would think if you're a recruiter and you want to sign some people up for some temp jobs, you would maybe forego $15 a month to have access to 10,000 people. And guess how many people in the past 3 years have signed up to do that? None. All they want to do is come in here and spam the crap out of it to try and make their money. They don't care about giving back to the community or helping with anything, answering questions, whatever. They just spam the crap out of it. So I stopped that by just putting a $15 a month fee, and nobody wants to pay $15 a month. I got Dale Hannigan in here, who I let in here. I've worked with Dale in the past. Dale Hannigan, RSG. He's actually found me a job in the past when I was a tech. And so he gets full reign. He would have competition if somebody would pay $15 a month to get in here, but they don't care. It's either free or they don't want to mess with it. What else we got? Can anyone guide me how to operate ultrasound machine? This is an old version, brand name Serrano, and they posted it anonymously, so you can't contact them, you can't DM them. And as a sonographer and a moderator, she's like, if you want a personal response, you're gonna have to remove the anonymous. So Julia Worthington, another great member who has lots of good input on the group. She's got a post on there about what she's doing now after retirement. If you have any questions, post them in the chat. Let's see. Melanie Gordon said, thank you all for all your help. So grateful. Here's another anonymous post. Does anyone work on call? How does it work? How do you get paid? Can they call you a few minutes before the end of your shift? There's a search bar at the top of the group. You type in on call and you'll get, you know what, let's just, for giggles, let's do it right here live. There's the little spyglass, magnifying glass. Let's type in on call with a hyphen, and that pulls up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and on and on and on. Here's all the times we've talked about it. This is going all the way back to November 2021 is where I'm stopping. And it continues. So if you really want an answer to your question, plug it into the search function, and you'll see all the times we've talked about it in the past. And that doesn't include the blog and the YouTube channel, where you can get even more answers. So let's see. Oh, got 2 more spams just popped on. Well, so on the admin side, it says potential spam. So I pop in there and see what the posts are. And this is actually one I'll approve. Meredith Hefner Brown. Hey there, fellow rad techs. If anyone feels up to supporting some future rad techs, my MCC rad tech class are selling some yummy popcorn. I will absolutely support that. And then Lazar Lazarovsky, the man with the plan. Do you need CEUs? He's got them for $25. He may have upped it by now. But you used to do $25 for 24 CEs. It was finally took one of us, a tech, to solve the problem of why are we paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for CEs every year after we pass the boards and get credentialed and all that stuff. So he put one module out for $25, get you the whole thing. Anyway, we're gonna publish that. I'm gonna hop back in to the group. I wonder if is there a way to grab a live link on here and share it? Where can I? Right there. Share. Doop-doop. I'm live right now. Bam. Probably put an ugly banner on there. Yep, whatever. So, yeah, just checking in on the Facebook group. Couple more people. Where are we at on? I am not a recruiter. Just accepted 2 more people into the group. I'm going to go in and see group settings growth. Let's hop into the growth insights. In the last month, we have had 1,021 posts and comments. 1,000 in a month. And how many views? 62,000 views in the past month. And you think from a business perspective, if a recruiter really wants to recruit a tech to do a travel position, how could you not want in on that for $15 a month? Whatever. So there's your engagement. You guys are killing it. Let's hop over. Actually, there's an engagement tab. So in the last 28 days, specifically 145 posts, 1,483 comments, 2,291 reactions. That's the breakdown of the previous number. Our busiest days are Tuesday and Wednesday. Nobody comes on Saturday and Sunday. I noticed that on my blog years ago. Nobody in our field. We're doing this at work. We're doing this at the hospital in between patients is what I realized. Nobody's at home looking up X-ray stuff on the day off. They're enjoying the day off. Popular times. The most popular time on Wednesday is at 3 to 4 p.m. And for Tuesdays, well, I guess I can't go. Oh, yeah. Tuesdays, same thing. Yep. Somewhere on the second shift. Second shift is bored, and they're looking around on Facebook and YouTube. You know, back in the day, that stuff was banned from the hospitals. You couldn't even access it. Let's see. So for is this the last 28 days? Top post, October 17th. Somebody decided to go back to school at 35 with a family. Am I insane? 79 comments, 23 thumbs up, and it was viewed over 1,500 times. That's actually like 8 days ago. So that is why I created this group. That is some tremendous helpful feedback. Next one, how often do you have to deal with poop being in radiology? Well, it depends. You're talking about poop from administration, or are you talking about getting pooped on, right? They both suck, and you get both. Third most popular. Did anyone else go through the tough decision of whether or not to be a rad tech or a nurse? After that, I'm currently a medical assistant about to the rad tech program. That's Chris Glass again. So pretty good engagement. You guys are amazing. Participants is what I was coming here for. I wanted to see how many people we have on here. So just like in the field, 71% are females, 28% males. I guess 1%'s other. Yeah, custom it says. But I wonder why that is. Why do you think healthcare as a whole is so heavy female dominant? That's always been interesting. Sonography is super heavy. X-ray I would think would be more 50-50, but let's see. Where do you think the top countries coming to our group are outside of the United States? It'd be the Philippines, India, Pakistan, and Vietnam. Top cities, Vietnam is the top city. Uttar Pradesh, India is the second, then New York, in Houston. Those are always big in all the polls because that's your biggest cities. in the country, so they have the most per capita rad techs. What else we got? That's it. So, group status, no issues. Oh, it didn't tell me total participants. That's what I wanted to know. Doesn't say. So I bet if I go back to community home, people, 124 new members this week, 11. So we broke 11,000. We're at 11. So I originally came on here and was a part of another group called Rad Techs or Rad Tech Group or something like that. Rad blah blah blah. And we can undo that, Annie, if you want. Doesn't bother me. That Rad Tech Group, whatever, banned me because I would write an article answering questions and put it on my blog, and then I'd share the link on the Rad Tech Group or whatever, and they'd say, you're self-promoting. Well, yeah, but it's answering questions for people in our field. And after a couple times, they banned me, so started my own. And now I have 11,462 people that I can answer questions for, and I don't get censored from the Rad Tech Group or whatever it was. Annie, do you want me just to turn off the anonymous? Let me see if I can even figure out where to do that at. What's this button do? Your content, share, manage notifications, pause group, leave group. Okay, let me figure out where it's at. Unless, if you know how to do it and you have access, go ahead. Let me see if I can figure out where that's at. Group rules. Well, why is it causing you problems? Are they asking inappropriate questions? Okay. Well, that's how it works. So they abuse it, it's gone. Group settings. Privacy, customize, participation, who can participate, the question. Anonymous posting. So I can turn it off, or I can turn on this thing that says anonymous post, and post edits will be reviewed and approved by admins and moderators before they're published. Recruiters are getting into anonymous. All right, we'll turn it off. Screw it. If you want it back, let me know. Maybe post a little thing on there. Oh, sorry, I shut the whole thing off. Maybe put a post in there saying we've shut them off because of the abuse. I had somebody ask, they sent me an email the other day and said they didn't think that we should have the group public because Google and everything can pick up what we're saying. And I replied, I did that on purpose because as I would post in here about my articles and my YouTube videos, I wanted Google to pick it up and tell the world about my posts. But this person thinks that we're not getting as much participation because people don't want everyone to know what they're saying, which is kind of why I created that anonymous deal. But I'm not sure I want to make it a private group. Let me know what you think about that. And I'll leave the whole anonymous thing turned off unless you want me to turn it back on and do it approved. Yeah. I see you added a question in there when you sign up about I'm not a recruiter, so that works for me. Bree Soul likes your post. Welcome first and foremost. Well, that was a day ago. Yeah. We should pin that. Is that pinnable? Pinned to featured. Tells people to check the search feature. So I let Lazarovsky through. He's the one that provides RadTech credits for $25. I'm a big fan of his. That solved a huge issue for all of us. And I let Meredith Hefner through asking for support of her class. I don't mind that. I don't like it when it's, well, pretty much I'll accept anybody that's asking, that's in the rad tech field, selling their wares or asking for support of their program. So the grid, yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm going to log off. I was just popping in. You're doing a great job, Annie, getting people through. And I did put, what's his name in to help you out. I'm not sure. I see him posting comments. Not Rob Cruz, the other teacher, Glenn Skinner. I gave Glenn the option as well. He accepted. He's a moderator. Possibly a limit to the selling of stuff. I did 12 posts by the same. Well, we should be telling them they can only post once or twice a week if they're doing it. Because I think what they do is they post it and it doesn't show up right away. So they post it again and it doesn't show up right away. So they post it again. But yeah, anybody that does multiple on the same day or even a couple of days apart, I just delete some of their stuff and let them know. Yeah, private message works. But yeah, if you give them a warning and they keep doing it, just ban them. I'm scrolling through. I'm not seeing anything egregious. Emory Gordon is MTMI. If you probably figured that out. So I teach seminars for MTMI about once every 2 months. I'll do a 1-hour seminar through MTMI. So I let them post on here as well at no charge. That's who Emory Gordon is. I don't see anybody else. Emory. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Well, so like Savannah Malden 4 days ago, we've decided to offer something new to celebrate Rad Tech Week. It's 16-ounce tumblers. Oh, and you said something on there. It looks like. Oh, please only post once per week. Yeah. So I would almost question, people that are posting things just to try to get us to buy it, and they're not really from our field, and they're just doing skeletons or whatever. I would, if I could figure that out, I'd block them. But this person mentioned Rad Tech Week, which makes me lean more towards they are in the field. But use your discretion. If you want to ban them, we got over 11,000. In my mind, we've achieved creating a helpful group for people interested in the field. So we can start kind of closing that door on the sellers of stuff. Like I don't let any equipment vendors in here, or they would spam the crap out of us too. I moderate that other group it's just called Radiology, and it's nothing but spam. The guy that was running it's like, please help me get this spam out of here. And for months we tried cleaning that up, and it just is obscene the amount of junk posted in there. So yeah, here's more from Savannah. There's yours about wages. Jason Muller, Rad Tech Week gifts. I guess we should start posting some Rad Tech Week stuff. I usually give away some swag and so here's Don Bishop, October 17th, fall fundraiser. It doesn't say anything about radiology. Our fall fundraiser is here. Check out a new collection of products, including reusable bags, eco-friendly products, gourmet treats, the Allen College ARSO That doesn't say anything about what it's for. I'll click on it. Yeah, so it just says Great Western Reserve, and it's a store. It doesn't say anything about RadTech. So I suspect this would be somebody just trying to raise funds, unless you talk to them and they got cleared through you. Don Bishop posting October 17th on Great Western Reserve fundraising. I would maybe consider killing that one, unless there's one person said following. No, that's a different one. Nobody has even commented on that one. Yeah, no worries. I'm not worried about it, but they need to tell us who they are or why. Oh wait, when I mouse over him, it says he's a clinical coordinator at Allen College. So, it would have been nice for you to said something. Is that going towards the whole college, or is it going towards the RadTech class? Emery Gordon again. Savannah Molden again. Twice. Yeah. Well, I appreciate all your help. Don't let it, drag you down. We can always recruit more people to help out. But I do appreciate your help. And if you think there's anybody else in there that would be of assistance that wouldn't mind pitching in, I can certainly send them a nomination as well. But I'm going to hop off. No questions came through. So thanks, Annie, for all your help. Have a great week, and talk to you later.